Finding new furniture and home design trends isn't about luck or just blindly scanning Pinterest. It's about using data to find trends that you never knew existed. Selling any new product can feel like shooting in the dark, but there is a way to turn on the lights, and that is by looking at macro trends outside of your niche to understand what's really going on in the market. We sat down for a chat with Bay Bertea, the chief brand officer at 2Modern, to see how she really does this. 2Modern has been selling high-ticket, high-end furniture products online, and they've been thriving since 2003. You don't get that kind of track record with luck, and today I'm going to show you some of the secrets to their success. So whether you're looking for new pieces to sell through your own brand, searching for what to get for your own home, or you're just curious about how brands unearth brand new trends, I'm going to reveal all this so that you can stay ahead of the curve and succeed in 2026. We're going to cover how to find new furniture trends, what these trends say about e-commerce at a larger scale, and if you stick around, you might just learn what trends are set to take off in 2026. Now, a lot of brands use Exploding Topics to unearth new trends, and 2Modern is one of them.
Honestly, Exploding Topics was a newer find for me. What struck me was how it was like a trend detective. I like to connect the dots, look at kind of trend lines and see where there's things outside of furniture that are happening. And what is that saying about, our customer as a whole?
Now, we sat down with Bay to understand her specific process for unearthing new trends so that you can do the same.
2Modern sources iconic and emerging designers from the most exquisite brands around the world.
But of course, to supply all these new up-and-coming designs, you have to stay ahead of the trends. And this is where most brands make a huge, glaring mistake.
It's balancing the art and science, and we might see this in the market. We might have intuition towards it in the market, but then seeing it showing up in your data is yet another confirmation.
Most small to medium-sized brands, no matter what they're selling, rely way too much on intuition and not enough on data. Tools like Exploding Topics are not just to find a trending product, immediately jump on it and start selling it. To get the most out of trend discovery tools, you have to look at the big picture.
An example, you had this boneless couch kind of concept that came up. And what is that saying in terms of, that we are seeking comfort, we are seeking a place of refuge. We really do want some relaxed silhouettes that aren't so upfront. It really is what is happening right now. Yet another indicator that we're on the right track and that we're reading the signals. So I really appreciate that. There was a lot to see and a lot of new trends to lean in on. We look at trends broadly, but then we kind of contextualize them for our audience. So right now in the market, there's a lot of demand for what I call the new traditionalist. Turned legs on the tables and kind of Windsor chairs and more historic pattern, right? We're talking about toile, damask, chinoiserie. And so how do we determine what to bring in and kind of what's lasting? I think part of that is looking back in time. For us, it's getting enough signal. Of those signals, what has lasting appeal, allure, and a timeless element to it? And then seeing the demand and really testing it out. We test and iterate.
So basically, it's not just about looking for products that are in your own niche. It's about seeing the bigger picture so that you can understand why something is trending in your niche. Let's look at another example. In Exploding Topics, I'll go to Furniture Topics, and I'll see what's trending. We've got color drenching, or basically coating a room in a single color to make it feel cozier. That's trending right now. Auto-empty cordless vacuums that take away all your busy work. Book nooks, couch trays, portable saunas. You've got all these products that are designed to comfort people in an increasingly chaotic world. And when we chatted with Bay, she said something that really stood out to me.
We have a marketing team that when I introduced them to Exploding Topics, they, thought it was incredible. What's on trend, what's also timeless, what's happening from all of our manufacturers, understanding what's current is part of a marketer's currency. So if it's dried yogurt that you need to know about, then, that's it. Snail mucin, it's like, again, it's important to understand what cultural signals, what topics are up so that you can properly account for that in anything you're doing, really. But I would say in curation especially.
Now, if we zoom out of furniture to home and kitchen products, we're going to see the same patterns emerging. The no-pressure headbed to get better sleep, lounge items like the boneless couch, smart devices that give you more peace of mind and take your workload, like AI air purifiers, pet cameras, and AI dishwashers.
It's people really seeking refuge. You've got to read these signals and kind of factor that in, I would say, into what you're doing.
By the way, if you want to do some more of this research on your own, totally free, we do have a free version of Exploding Topics. Just go to explodingtopics.com bay.com/topic, and you can see what's already trending in the market. Bay also talked about these trends in an interesting way as being a balance between art and science.
I would say that's a balance of art and science. Some of it is based on where we're meeting demand and then where we kind of have a point of view on that. So it is part art and science, the intuition of what's great and timeless and artful and thoughtful in terms of, our manufacturing partners. And then the science really marrying that with what we see, both in product category, data from our partners, and kind of the signals we read in the market.
So when you're looking for new products to sell in 2026, I want you to think about it like Bay. Yes, of course, think about what your gut is telling you. Look at specific trending products and their growth, but don't forget to look at other categories. Grab a notepad or open up a note stock on your computer and jot down any of these big macro trends that you notice. And I guarantee you, the more frequently that you do this, the better you will get at spotting trends and finding extremely profitable trending products to sell that won't just be a flash in the pan. In fact, this is how brands scale to 6, 7, even 8 figures over time. Now, if you have any questions about specific trending products, maybe a niche that you want to find a product within, drop that niche in the comments and I'll give you a trending product totally free. And if you're looking for other sources, other places where you can look for trending products, trending gifts, just ask me that question in the comments below and I'm happy to help. If you want more insights for brands that are actually growing their business, leveraging trends, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.